Hey guys, good morning. Joe Madden here, joined by Brian and Rod. This is PickDawgz morning show. It is Tuesday, January 25th. I'm excited to be here. Tons of great games on the board today. Brian, how's the morning treating you?
Well, I thought I was focused and ready in for all these different free picks, but I think the YouTube premium show threw me off a little bit, but now I'm getting back into the mental game here, ready to give out tons of free college basketball picks and other stuff.
Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, tons of games on the board. Rod, you excited for today?
Yeah, I'm excited. See, I'm so blue. It's like, I don't know what the heck's up with this light. I can't figure it out. Anyway. I'm like, hey, look, it's bright. Hey, I'm blue. It's like the
You're going to have to sing that song, Rod.
You sing the Smurf song?
Yeah.
I have the blue song. I'm blue.
I wonder what the blue hose fight song is at Presbyterian.
Oh, be good to know.
It is. I don't get it. Why am I going turn blue like that? There it goes again. I don't know.
It's interesting. It's almost like you have a filter on your camera just fading in and out.
Right?
So,
I don't know what
it's
it
quite
is.
the look. That's okay. Maybe it's good luck. Let's ride with it.
I don't know. Let's ride with the good luck. The fading blue. It's like, woo!
Absolutely. Well, sorry, you guys, we are a little late getting started here today. We were getting that premium show filmed before this. So I think we'll aim for that 9:15 mark every day for our normal start time. Just give us that 15 minutes in between when Mitch gets off air from his shows. And we do that premium show to get done and everything. Lots of great games today, you guys. Anything that you guys want to talk about from yesterday before we jump into today? Or are you guys good to get rolling with today?
Only thing I'll say is the Flames finally got a W today and it gave me a premium pick win. So I'm glad to see the Calgary Flames kick some ass yesterday. So that's the only thing I'll say.
They did kick ass. Did you take them on the money line then? Or did you have faith?
Yeah, I laid minus 150 or so. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't have that much faith in them. Wish I did. Right. But I just didn't have faith in my Flames last night. Rod, anything that you want to talk about from yesterday?
Yeah. That's it. I think Bennington's going to lose his job as the #1 starter in St. Louis. That's all. That's what I took away from yesterday. It's just he's still been struggling. He took him to the Stanley Cup, and then he's still been struggling. But watch out. Husso behind him is lights out. Lights out.
Good trade piece. So.
Right? Maybe the Oilers. There we go. Hey. Come on, Oilers, go pick up Bennington. Go get him.
Ooh, that would be interesting for sure. Talking about those Oilers back and play tonight, so it'll be interesting to see how they come out. John has a question in the chat here. A good question too here, you guys. When making a parlay, how many picks is too many in your guys' opinion? 4, 5? How many picks do you like to hold it to normally, Rod, when you are making a parlay?
3 is about my max. 2, 3. And if you go any more than that, then lower your bet. I find that because then it's like buying a lottery ticket. Sure, I like to buy a lottery ticket like everybody else does once in a while, and you'll go crazy and you'll put an 8-teamer in. But I'm only going to put like $20 on it. I'm not going to go crazy, right? You just lower your bet. So for me, it's kind of goes this way. Okay, if you're going to put more teams in, then lower your risk. Because you know your odds are going that same way as well. Your risk gets higher, and your chance of hitting it get even less. So then lower your bet if you're going to bet more. But I try to stick. I like 2-teamers, 3-teamers. My favorite.
Absolutely, great advice there, Rod. What about yourself, Brian? How many teams do you like to stick to?
I 100% agree with Rod. If you really want to win the parlay, you want to go 2 or 3 games on a larger amount of bet, for a larger wager. But if you're just having fun, for a $25 parlay, I could go up to 6, 7, 5, 6, 7. But if you really want to win it, you stick to 2 or 3, I believe. I think Rod's right on that.
Absolutely. I agree with you guys. If I'm going over that 3-team bet, I'm definitely only throwing a bottle of wine on it and not expecting to get that money back, right? It's just for fun. For fun. Shits and giggles, as they say, kind of money. It's not, right? Don't put anything that you don't want to just see disappear on a parlay that's over that, because the books absolutely love getting that money from those parlays. I couldn't even imagine what percentage they make from people doing teasers and parlays.
That's why they put them on those. As Mitch says when you go to Vegas, that's why those colored sheets are there. Come on, look at this blue yellow, the sheet you want. You want this one today.
Absolutely. Right. Same with those scratchy tickets in 7-Eleven and stuff. The scratchy tickets are so bright and colorful. You know, they make you want to buy them.
Suppose they're not neon green or flashing, flashing signs next to them.
Sometimes you get lucky though when you do buy those nice colorful scratchy tickets.
For my son's 18th birthday, I dropped $150 on scratchy tickets and he won 10. And he looked at me. He's like, well, you tried to make me a gambler. Definitely not going to be now. It's like, okay, good. Maybe it worked right. I don't know. Here I was sitting hoping he'd win $1 million on them. I haven't bought them forever. But you guys, let's roll into today. We've got tons of games today. We have 9. I don't even know what word I was trying to say. I was trying to combine 9 and NBA in one word, but 9 in the NBA. We have 8 in the NHL, and I believe 34 in college basketball today. So fairly long show today. So let's jump straight into the NBA, you guys. With these 9 games on the board, we will do the 7 o'clock games first to make it easy for everyone here. We have the Denver Nuggets taking on the Detroit Pistons. We have Charlotte versus Toronto. We have the LA Clippers versus the Washington Wizards, and the New Orleans Pelicans versus the Philadelphia 76ers. Brian, we'll go to you first. What are you liking in these first 4 at 7 o'clock Eastern?
Well, luckily, I don't have any premiums in the NBA, so I can give out lots of free picks. I'm going to go with the 76ers laying the points here against the Pelicans. Pels, one of my favorite teams to bet, but they're just 5-12 as a road dog, and the Sixers 9-3 last 12. I think the Sixers come out and lay the wood here with New Orleans. And then I'm going to lean towards the Raptors at home, laying the points. Raptors started out really horrendous at home, covering spreads, but they've definitely picked it up. I think Toronto gets the cover here at home.
Nice. I agree with you on that one. Rod, what are you liking?
Well, I'm going to go the other way on that one. I'm going to take the Hornets as the Hornets they just own the Raptors. They're just a team that whenever these two teams play, Hornets just seem to get up for this and beat the Raptors. They beat the Mount Rush. I remember even way back when Kemba Walker was playing for the Hornets. And I was like a bird. I was on the Raptors, and Kemba Walker and his like 3 from downtown that blew me out of the water when I was on the Raptors one time. I remember that, and it sticks in my head, and I remember. So I'll take the Charlotte Hornets in this one. They are 5-0 ATS the last 5 versus the Raptors. No chance am I taking the Raptors at home in that one. Raptors are playing better on the road this season. They're a 500 team at home at best, so it's a coin flip in that one for you taking the Raptors. No chance. Give me the Hornets in that one. The other one I like, I'm going to fade the Wizards. Give me the Clippers. This is a game that I think the Clippers come up and play. This Wizards team is just you're expecting to lay 4.5 with the Wizards? No thanks. Give me the Clippers. I think it's a 1-possession game all day. In that one, give me the Clippers plus the points.
Yeah, I have to agree with you, the Clippers there. It just seems like too many points for the Wizards team to come out and cover, especially when they've been doing so terrible against the spread at home, 1-7 against the spread in their last 8 home games. Can't ride with them here. I never really like riding with the Clippers as a favorite, but I do like riding with them here, plus those points. They're 7-2 against the spread in their last 9 meetings. So I think they keep this one tight. I'm also going to roll with the Detroit Pistons plus the points. I just think it's too many for Denver. We see the home team has the advantage when these two match up, winning 7 of the last 8. I do think the Raptors have that chance. I'm liking the over in this one. I think we see a higher scoring battle on our hands here. 221.5 seems just too low. I know Charlotte just struggled. They completely bombed in their last game against the Hawks, and they really fought to put up points. They weren't able to do any. I think they bounced back offensively, and we see a higher scoring one because of that in this one. And I agree with you, Brian. Give me the 76ers laying all those points against the Pelicans. You know, it's tons of points. I really don't love the spread, but I think this is one where this is how you have to go. You can't put faith in those Pelicans tonight. Okay. Those first 4 went fast. We got those done in like 4 minutes. 4 minutes for 4 games. Pretty awesome, you guys. Let's jump into the last 5 here. We've got the LA Lakers taking on the Brooklyn Nets, the Sacramento Kings taking on the Boston Celtics, Dallas versus Golden State, San Antonio versus Houston, and Minnesota versus Portland. Brian, what are you liking out of these 5?
2 of my least favorite teams going at it, the Nets and Lakers, but just Nets look like the play. Both teams are horrible against the spread, but I think this is a game, Nets being at home, a statement type win here. I think Brooklyn comes out and gets the cover here. I think they win outright, but take the points for safety. I'm going to take the Minnesota Timberwolves laying the points on the road at the Blazers. Both teams are pretty hot. Blazers finally waking up. Might be a trap here to take the T-Wolves. I just think they're a better team. You're getting a decent price. So for me, it's Minnesota minus the 3.
Okay. Rod, what about yourself in these last 5 games of the night?
For me, I'm going to take the Kings here against the Celtics. I think it's up to 9 now. Yikes. I'll take the Sacramento Kings plus the 9 points. I ain't in a hurry to get to that. I think you can get to 10 maybe. But give the 9 points there. You look at the Kings, they are 5-1 in their last 6 games played off of 2 days rest. And this Celtics team's 0-5 on Tuesday, 0-5 following an ATS win, 1-6 ATS their last 7 at home versus a team with a losing record. And the Kings 5-0-1 ATS the last 6 meetings versus the Celtics. They can get up and play in these ones. So I'll take the Kings plus the points against the Celtics in that one. And for me, I think that's just too many points for the Spurs on the road to be trying to cover against the Rockets at home. No, the Rockets ain't been great, but I think this is a spot here. It's a 3-point win for the Spurs in that one. Spurs 2-8 in their last 10, 3-7 against that number. They haven't been great on the road, 8-15. So I'm going to take the Rockets there, plus the points versus the Spurs.
Okay. Oh, I have a hard time at taking the Rockets here. I hear what you're saying in this one. I've gone back and forth. I've really struggled with this one. So maybe guys ride with Rod here on the Rockets. I can fight for the Spurs, but it's one of those games where I have the gut feeling the Spurs are going to come in, get the cover, but am I going to bet a lot of money on it? Absolutely not. It is a lot of points, and the Rockets are at home. They haven't been great at home this season, going 7-13 straight up, 7-13 against that spread. But we see a Spurs team 8-15 straight up on the road this season, only 12-11 against that spread. You know, I can't really say that I completely trust them here. The one thing I do like is how the Spurs have played against the Rockets in the last 8 meetings, going 5-2-1 against that spread. So cautioned with that one. You might want to lean with Rod there. Like I said, gut feeling Spurs, but I'm not going to bet my house or anything over, you know, actually I probably won't even bet that one. To be honest, the more I talk about it, the more I'm like, do I want to trust the Spurs to get 5 points over the Rockets here? Not really, right? It's just one of those, but I will ride with the Sacramento Kings. I agree with you, Rod, on this one. I think the Kings definitely keep it close with the Boston Celtics in this game. We look at them here. They don't have great road stats either, but I think this is just way too many points. I think we're going to see a lower scoring one in this one. The under is hit in 5 of their last 7 games, and they keep it tight in these under games. I think they keep it tight. So give me the under in a lower scoring one for sure. You guys, NBA is done. We are riding a minute a pick here in each of these windows. So it's good. You guys are going to have, well, not a fast show. It's still going to be like 45, 50 minutes.
Yeah, we're trying to go on hyper speed, but still give out those picks.
Absolutely. Well, I'm excited for NBA today. Wasn't overly in love with it yesterday, but more excited for it today. Brian, what do you have for sale today for us?
Well, I got back to winning yesterday. Going to try to follow it up with another winning day today. I got my perfect Storm 3-pack. It's my 3 best college basketball bets, all for $50 at PickDawgz.com premium picks, or sign up for YouTube VIP. One of those 3 will be on the show later today.
Nice. Rod, what about yourself?
And for me, I've got my Taco Tuesday triple, which is my 2 best bets in the NBA, and my solo play in the NHL. That's available over at PickDawgz Premium, or I've got a college basketball birdcage. That was my bright spot yesterday. We swept our 2 college basketball plays to start the week, and we're got 3 more that I absolutely love. So excited for these 3 best bets. Golden ticket to posterize your book. Jump aboard, grab my college basketball birdcage over at PickDawgz Premium.
Awesome. Gotta love it, both of you. So for myself, I have 3 plays in the NBA. I have a little 3-pack for you guys. I have my best bet in the NHL and my best bet in college basketball today. So head on over to pickdawgz.com. You guys hit on that premium tab. And when you're over there, check out those betting tools. I think we've got new installments coming soon. This is a 3-year build out of those betting tools. And I tell you, they are fantastic. You can build parlays as well. There's also betting tools for tennis over there. I know none of us do tennis here, so if you're into tennis, definitely check that out as well. Under that parlay section gives you some great insight into that. So you guys ever bet tennis? Either of you?
No, I see guys though that sometimes they'll post parlays where they take a guy at minus 480, a minus 350, a minus 600, and they parlay it together. But to me, no, I never bet it. I never bet a tennis match in my life.
No. So I bet if I bet tennis, I bet it live. I like when the guy goes down a set and then bet him, because then you get your better value. Then you're not laying that minus 400. When the favorite loses the first set, that's the best, because then you get a way better line than what you get originally on him, right? Then everyone's, you lose. So
I have to tell you guys, I absolutely love the game of tennis. It's really big in Australia. So it was so big when I was growing up. I did all of the tennis lessons. Unfortunately, the girl named Cherry Brown, that was her actual name, was the star of the club. I was not the star of the club, and I'll never forget her name and her little peppy personality. But she was, I bet you she went on to be a tennis player. She was absolutely incredible. Yeah, and people are saying those tennis bets on the betting tools have been on fire. So excellent. Glad you guys are utilizing them over there. Brian, you ever played tennis?
Well, I was just thinking back, and the only time I played tennis was in gym class, and I didn't really get a good welcome into the sport. I remember taking one right between the legs there. I had to go back to the locker room. I was in pretty much pain. So, yeah.
Ouch.
Tennis
no good memories for you.
No, not for tennis.
Rod, you play tennis?
Well, definitely. Look at this tennis body. Woo! Tennis physique. Definitely playing some tennis.
Well, they do have one of the best outfits in all of the sports, Rod. Come on.
Do you want to see me in a Speedo play tennis? Woo! Woo! Should I make noises as I hit the ball too? Ah! Yeah!
They do make pretty obnoxious noises. I'm gonna have to say that.
I don't. And then dudes started doing it too. It was like, oh, really? Like, really? You got to grunt when you? It's like, does that help? I don't know. I guess it's like Jordan with his tongue out, right? He's always like,
yeah.
Right? So I guess maybe it's their thing. They got to be grunting as you hit the ball. It's like maybe that. I don't know what that does. Does that help with some top spin on the ball?
I'm guessing it's like when people work out and they release that air at certain parts when they're lifting heavy weights. Let's just go with that, because I have no clue. I'm talking out of
yeah, when they release the air, right?
Yeah. My ex-husband made the worst noises breathing out. It was awful. But yeah, the betting tools for tennis, it's just under the parlay section. So you can go in there, you can make a parlay. If you take off the other sports, it will give you a couple of things in tennis that you can bet, and it gives you the reasoning behind there. I'm sure there's going to be more and different tools with those betting tools with tennis coming. But right now, you can all I've seen is under the parlay section. Have you guys seen it anywhere else on the betting tools? Or is it just in that parlay section for tennis?
I haven't really scooped out the tools for tennis.
Okay.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm not going to lie. I haven't. I've seen them in the parlays and stuff.
Yeah.
But no, I haven't.
Absolutely.
I haven't dug deeper into the tennis stats.
Okay, well,
we're pretty occupied with the college basketball when we see like 80 games on there. I know my attention doesn't go to then I forget about the other stuff. So,
absolutely. Well, let's get back to our regular thing. We are about to fire up those bandwagons. Rod, you ready to fire up the bandwagon? You can take it away.
Definitely. We're going to fire up that bandwagon. And what we're going to do is we're going to fade these Nets. We're just going to throw them away. They have won 8 straight versus the Pacific Division, but I'm sorry, AD's coming back tonight. And then Brooklyn Nets are at home. If they're on the road, it'd be a different story. But then at home here, they stink at home. They're just awful at home here. AD back. It could be a slow defensive game. And guess what? I'm going to take the Lakers here. We're going to jump on the Lakers bandwagon, and we're going to ride them and start a new streak as they end the Nets. 8 straight winning streak as a dog. Not a good spot here for this Brooklyn Nets. Take the Lakers. Fire up that bandwagon and jump on the Lakers. I wish I had the Lakers hat. I would put my Lakers hat on and be riding with the Lakers. Me and Al Nino's here. We're going to be riding with the Lakers. Let's go. Fire up the bandwagon.
Fire it up, Rod. I love how you threw your hat there. Did you want to go back and did you want to grab it?
I think I might have to send him a Lakers Kobe Bryant jersey and a Lakers hat, a Lakers everything. I can see that Lakers.
I like it. I thought when you started introducing, I was like, oh, he's on the Nets for sure until the hat went flying. And I was like, wow.
You weren't ready for that, were you? See,
I was
even surprised you.
Even surprised me, which isn't hard to do. I'm going to be honest with you. I get surprised all day, every day. So we've got 8 games in the NHL today. Oh, you guys, some of these games are going to be really good in the NHL today. We will do those first 4, the 7 o'clock Eastern. They're doing a really nice schedule for us time-wise to break out these games. Appreciate it from the NHL today. Let's talk. It is the anniversary of Kobe's death. Wow. I can't believe where time has gone. Wow, sad. That's for sure. Okay, you guys.
I'm going to increase my bet. I didn't even realize that. Thanks for pointing that out.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's a hard one. Lakers definitely are going to play for him tonight. Let's look at these first 4 games at 7 o'clock Eastern. We have Buffalo, the Sabres taking on the Ottawa Senators, the Dallas Stars taking on the New Jersey Devils. New Jersey Devils are a dog at home. I can't talk, you guys. Oh, that Kobe thing, it hit hard, right? I still can't believe what happened there. It's really sad.
Yeah, those are one of those things you see in the news. You're like, no, that can't be right, and then you look and you see it start popping up everywhere, and something that you're, weren't expecting. That's for sure. Yeah, some heart-wrencher, that's for sure. Man. And then we have the Arizona Coyotes taking on the Pittsburgh Penguins and the Vegas Golden Knights taking on the Carolina Hurricanes. Wow, Vegas, you guys, I was impressed by them coming out last night, getting that one and only goal against the Washington Capitals. They really did play a strong game, first game of their 4-game road games here. They're taking on the Hurricane tonight. A dog in this game again. Will be interesting to see how they come out and play. Gonna tell you, I'm gonna take Vegas first period for this whole road trip. I just think in that first period they are so strong, and that's where they got their goal last night. I believe, it was in the first period. Okay, Rod, I will let you take this one away with what you're liking in these first 4.
Well, in these first 4 here, I cannot lay minus 175 with this Ottawa Senators team. I lean to Buffalo in that one, but for me, I like the under. These 2 teams just played, and I think it was 3-1. Sticking with what I said in the video, this is a low-scoring game. Both teams 6-4 to that under in their last 10 games. Love the under. Buffalo, Ottawa. And the other one, I'm going to Dallas. I believe Dallas is on the back-to-back. They played yesterday. For me in this one, I think we get a whole pile of goals. Dallas and the Devils. Like that, Devils 6-4 to the over their last 10. Dallas, same thing. 6-4 to the over in their last 10. Dallas ain't playing the defense like they used to either. So give me the over 5.5 in that one. And I think Vegas got a nice 1-0 win against Washington. But Not against this Carolina team. Carolina at home, 13-4-1, playing lights out. I'm going to take Carolina on the puck line as they get a nice win against this Vegas team, who is still playing shorthanded. So I give them credit. They got a nice win there, but I think they are going to be in for a brick wall here on the back-to-back against the Canes.
Yeah, it's going to be a hard one for them. Brian, what are you liking in these first four?
Yeah, I agree with Rod. I liked Vegas yesterday, but here I would take Carolina on the puck line. It's just a tough back-to-back spot for Vegas. Just a lean there. What I really like is the New Jersey Devils at home, plus money against the Stars. Dallas, got the late win versus the Flyers, I think, with 3 minutes to go. But Dallas still isn't a very good road team, 7-12-1 on the road. I think the Devils get a nice plus money win. I'm going to take the Coyotes plus the puck and a half. It's not anything I love. I just see everybody making love to the other side here. And you get a plus money payout with a Coyotes team that has played better over their last 10 games or so. So I think they can keep it within one.
I like it. I agree with that Carolina Hurricanes game. I think they're definitely going to come out, get the win over Vegas. I like the over more. It's just a little bit too much juice there for Carolina straight up for me. I think what we saw at Vegas last night isn't normal of them only to come out score 1 goal. This team does average 3.46 goals per game, and the Carolina Hurricanes are averaging 3.58. So with Carolina's defense, I'm relying on them to get more of the goals than Vegas, but Vegas to give us enough to get us as over 6. In the last 4 meetings, we've gone 3-0-1 to that over. So I think we get there. I actually expected that one to be at 6.5. I agree with you, Brian. I've got to put my money on the New Jersey Devils at home. They've lost 4 of their last 5. Scary situation to do. But we look at Dallas. They've been on the road. They have won their 3 last straight games, all on the road. When we look at this team over the last 10 road games, they are 3-7. The odds are just not there for them to get another road win here tonight. I think New Jersey, great value at that plus 115 at home. And then I don't know. I'm going to have to take the Pittsburgh Penguins on the puck line, laying that 1.5 is minus 170. I think I'm going to be pucking crazy. Lay 2.5 with them. You're getting even money there. I just don't think Arizona can keep up with Pittsburgh in this situation. I think they're just such a strong team. The Coyotes come in rested into this game, and we see them rusty when they're rested. They're 0-4 in their last 4 games, playing on 2 days rest. Their defense has just been absolutely terrible. We've got a total of 6 in this one, not touching the total, because I think what happens is Pittsburgh comes out strong, and the Coyotes fail to get the puck in the back of the net. So I'm going to have to ride there. And then I agree with you, Rod. I'm not absolutely in love with the Senators at that money line price. They're also 9-0 or 0-9 on the puck line as a favorite. So I can't lay them on the puck line. We've got to wait till goalies are announced. I think Dell's is going to be in net for the Buffalo Sabres. Forsberg in net for the Senators. That's who's expected. With these 2 goalies, and they're both allowing so many goals that I want to lean to that over. But are either of these teams going to be able to get the puck in the back of the net? Probably not. And like you said, Rod, the last game was a 3-1 Buffalo win. It was just on January 18th. So this one probably stays on the under. These goalies just, I don't know. I don't have faith.
That game's almost unbettable.
I don't have faith in anyone.
It's almost unbettable because the Ottawa, I could see getting the win by a goal, but you're not going to lay a 170. If you take the puck line, you're laying a lot of juice with the Sabres. So it's just a tough one.
Yeah, it just comes down to that total. If you like the under or over, I think is the only way you can really take this game and get value. But with Dell and Forsberg, Rod, do you have any faith in Dell or Forsberg?
It's probably going to be Matt Murray. I'm thinking is what's expected for
okay.
Is what I'm looking at. I think Matt Murray goes in, not Antoine Forsberg. It's not confirmed yet. No goalies are confirmed, but my projections, I think Matt Murray gets the start for the Sens in that one. And Dell, he's serviceable. He's not the greatest. He'll give up a couple.
1-7-1 this season. That's what I can't get behind with
The
Dell.
problem,
I'm like,
the problem
God.
is he's an average goalie, but you got to look who's in front of him too, right?
Mhm.
Maybe an average goalie, but look what's in front. So
Yeah.
sometimes he can hold you in there. I'm just looking at recent trends. You look at the recent trends between these two, and you figure, look, two garbage goalies, and you figure it's going to go flying over. They just met. It was 3-1.
I know.
So I'm gonna stick with the under. I
Right.
can't take a side. Ooh, good luck with that.
But and that's the thing. Both these teams struggle to get the puck in the back of the net. You know, Buffalo's averaging 2.6, Senators 2.7. It's not like they're lighting up the board. No one's hitting that 3. So for an under 6, I think you're right. Unless both goalies just kind of like do what the Edmonton Oilers goalie has done a couple of times and just stood there like, hi, here I am. Don't let it hit me. Let's move on to these last 4, you guys. We have the Philadelphia 76ers losing 11, 12 straight games. I had faith in them last night, kicked myself in the ass. This is going to be just like the Seattle Kraken, never bet again. Versus the New York Islanders, we have the Florida Panthers taking on the Winnipeg Jets. The Edmonton Oilers taking on the Vancouver Canucks. We know Edmonton finally broke their losing streak, beating Calgary the other night. We have the Nashville Predators taking on my never bet Seattle Kraken. Brian or Rod, we'll start with you first.
Well, in these ones here, I'm going to take the under between the Flyers and the Islanders. The Islanders are back to playing solid D, and that means bad news for these Philadelphia Flyers here, who just not putting the puck in the net, not winning games. They have 1 goal, 2 goals. Not good. And the Islanders 8-2 to the under in their last 10 games. I can see a shutout here with Sorokin going in goal for the Islanders in that one. So give me the under 5.5 in that one. And the other one that I almost want, the other one I love here, I'm going to take the Winnipeg Jets over the Florida Panthers. You look at this Jets team, and how many have they won? What is it, 11 straight? Where did I see that number? Where is that, 11? Give me a second here. I wrote down it somewhere. Yes, 11. They've won 11 straight as a home dog following an overtime game. Have these Winnipeg Jets. So I know in the video I said they had no Wheelers in this one, but Wheeler comes back in this one. So I think that gives the Jets just enough boost that they can beat the Florida Panthers here. And that streak keeps going. And they win 12 straight as a home dog off of an overtime game. So take the Jets over the Panthers in that one. And then the other one, the Oilers and the Canucks. Well, I'm going to take the Oilers. That seal's now been popped. So I think they start getting goals plenty. And the Canucks just, who do you got in goal? I'm going to guess it's going to be that DiPietro or somebody else they've scooped up from some university somewhere because the Canucks are struggling. I lean to an under in that one. But I think the Oilers pound down the Canucks. It's just the Canucks no goalie, you're going to struggle. I know the Oilers have no goalie either, but I think David and Draisaitl will have a big night.
Yeah, I can definitely.
Puck line in that one. Pound the Jet out of the Canucks. No Canucks
Okay, Brian, what about yourself in these last 4?
Yeah, I'm going to lean to the Islanders minus the puck and a half. I think it's a 4-1, 3-0 Islanders win. The Flyers are just dreadful. They're on a back-to-back spot off a hard loss yesterday. And then I'm going to agree with Rod. I love the Jets today. The Florida's last get out of town day for the Panthers, 5th straight road game. Jets play well at home, 10-6-1, and they're good as a dog. So I think that's definitely a very good bet. Take the Winnipeg Jets.
Okay. Yeah, I have to agree with you here. The Jets need to turn something around. They have to win something after losing their last 4 games. So I think the value is there taking them as a dog at home. You can't, I wouldn't lay minus 169 with the Panthers on the road here. I think it's the best way to go, the Jets with the plus money. Yeah, it will be interesting to see how Edmonton comes in. I think Edmonton has to win this game. They're rolling with momentum off the win to Calgary. And now they have the Nashville Predators coming up. I don't believe it's Wednesday. I believe it's a Thursday night game against the Nashville Predators. I think they have to keep going with their winning streak if they have any chance of coming in to Nashville and getting the win, because this team, once they get down, they don't need to go in the same situation. So I think Edmonton has a good day. And then I'm not touching. I'm honest with you guys. I'm not touching the Philadelphia Flyers New York Islanders game. I keep looking at the fact that this Philadelphia Flyers team has to come back. They have to finally win something. I don't think it's tonight against this New York Islanders team. That being said, if I was to take anything, I'd be looking at the Flyers on the puck line, because we look at their last game played January 18th. This was a 4-3 win for the Islanders. I really do think this one is a 1-point goal. So do I love it? No, because you're getting the Philadelphia Flyers plus a goal and a half at minus 140. I don't think it's worth it. I don't think juice wise, I'm willing to pay that. So for me, it's a complete stay off in this situation. NHL went fast today, guys.
Well, don't worry. We got college basketball. That should be good for another half an hour or so.
Absolutely. We have 34 games, unless I counted those games wrong in college basketball, which I don't know about you guys, but when you're scrolling on your computer and you're like, I could have jumped a couple. That's for sure. Trying to count them right before we came on the show, so I could tell you guys how many we had. Brian, are you ready to do your So Square It Ain't Fair?
I'm all ready to go.
Already. The stage is yours, Brian. Take it away.
I'll tell you what, 6-2 so far on college basketball, So Square plays, and I got another one for you. It's so square. It's almost not fair to the people. We all know they love to bet the popular team, and we got one prime to fade tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in the Duke Blue Devils. They're getting a lot of public love here tonight, but Clemson comes in. They're no slouch off a 75-48 win. Tigers 16-5 last 21 games following a win of 20 points or more. And the Blue Devils just 5-12 ATS on Tuesdays. Duke is just too square. It's almost not fair, but don't worry, guys. We're going to avoid the trap tonight. We're going to take the dog Clemson. We're going to take the points, and we're going to cash the ticket at the end of the day.
Okay. Thank you, Brian, for that. I was struggling to find where I put us back in the 3 screen. Not sure why there. Clemson, hey? Wow. What's the spread on that one, Brian? 11 still?
Clemson, I had it written down at plus 12. Is it 11.5 now?
Yep.
All right.
Okay. There you guys go. That is a 7 p.m. Eastern game if you're looking for that. Brian, you have been hot on those, doing so well in your So Square It Ain't Fair. So absolutely loving it.
I got to stick to college because I'm 0-1 in the NBA, 0-1 in NHL. I mean, the Flyers were right there, but they just couldn't get it done. So we're going to try to cash this one tonight, and I'm going to stick to the college hoops.
Okay. I like it. That brings us to college hoops, you guys. We're at the 38-minute mark of the show. What did you guys think we would hit today for your over and under? 50 minutes. Let's say 50 minutes. Are we going to get under that 50?
What are we at, 38?
Yeah.
It depends how fast
Brian,
I
you're
read
muted.
them, right? You're asking me how fast I'm going to read these things.
How fast can you read them today, Rod? Let's go. You're turning blue. Well, I don't know what's happening.
Blue. I don't know what's going on. I don't even understand how it's like almost I'm bright and then I'm blue and it's
Stop holding your breath over there.
It's like, what the heck? Here, let me. Maybe that'll do it. I don't know. Yeah. Maybe. Weird. There he goes. I don't know.
Brian, can we hear you now?
You can hear me now.
There we go. I don't like when you're muted. That's for sure. Well, Rod, 39 minutes. I'll let you kick it away. You want to do, it starts at 6:30 Eastern, you guys, today.
Yep, I'm going to go all the way up to the 8 p.m. Eastern. So we're going to do everything before 8 p.m. Eastern.
Perfect.
So we'll start off, we got Richmond taking on Rhode Island. We got Alabama taking on Georgia. We got Michigan State taking on Illinois. We got Missouri State taking on Indiana State. We got the Northern Illinois Huskies taking on the Bobcats of Ohio. We got Eastern Michigan taking on Bowling Green. We got Akron taking on Central Mich. We got Western Michigan taking on Kent State. We got Buffalo taking on Toledo. We got Miami, Ohio taking on Ball State. We got Clemson taking on Duke. We've got Cincinnati taking on Temple. We got Siena taking on Iona. Iona is at home here in this one. So no road trip for the recruiting tour to this one. Columbia taking on Yale. We got Fordham taking on Dayton. We got DePaul taking on Villanova. We've got William and Mary taking on Charleston. We've got Wright State taking on Northern Kentucky. And that brings us to the end of the, all the way up to the 8 p.m.
I love it. Well, Brian, we'll throw you in here first for your free picks in this section.
I'm going to take the Siena Saints plus the points over Iona. Iona is one of my favorite teams. I love the Gales, but they're just 2-5 ATS after an ATS win. The Gales 4-1, last 5 as a posted dog. I'm going to ride with it. My Temple Owls plus the points here. 4-1, last 5 as a dog. ATS and Cincinnati as a favorite. Long-term 18-38-2. People humping up on Cincinnati Bearcats. I like the Temple Owls here plus the points. Indiana State Sycamores plus the points here. Missouri off a huge win over Illinois Chicago, a ranked team. I think they come out a little flat here. The Sycamores keep it to within 3 to 4 points here. So give me Illinois State plus the points.
Okay, I like
Indiana State. Indiana State plus the points.
Indiana State plus the points. Perfect. Okay, I will give you a couple more seconds, Rod, there. I'm going to ride with William and Mary plus the points at Charleston. Now, interesting thing I found over on our betting tools, I'm also going to sprinkle on William and Mary on that money line because they've won each of their last 7 night games following a road win. That's paying 6 plus 650. It is it's going to be hard. I'm not going to lie. Charleston, pretty sure they get the win here, but with that stat, I'm going to sprinkle on that money line. I definitely think they cover that 14.5 point spread there. I'm super confident in that. I'm going to ride with them there. I'm also going to ride with Syracuse laying the 4.5 points. I think they're just a stronger team than Pitt's in this one, and they come out with a nice win and cover. 4.5. It's getting a little high. At 5, I wouldn't take it, but at 4.5, I still do like it. And then I think Villanova just comes out. They steamroll over DePaul here. This line has moved up from 16.5 to 17.5. I think we have an over game. That number has dropped. I think we go over the 133.5 as well. So that's what I'm liking. Rod, what about yourself?
Well, for me in these ones, I got to agree with Brian. Give me Siena. We're plus the points against Iona. That's just too many points for Iona. Iona wins the game, but they win it by like 9-10 points, somewhere in that range. Siena keeps it closer than the 15.5 you can get now there. The other one, I'm going to take Eastern Michigan here at Bowling Green. I think that's just too many points as well. You can look at the underdog 4-1 in the last 5 meetings between these two teams. And the road team 16-5 ATS the last 21 meetings between Eastern Michigan and Bowling Green. I think Bowling Green wins, but not by that many. Too many points there in that one. And the other one, big game. I'm going to take Michigan State here. They're still perfect on the road. 4-0 on the road. 4-0 against that number. And you're going to give me 5 points. There's still no news whether Kofi's going to play in this one or not. Even if he does, I still think that's too many points. It's going to come down to one last possession. In that one. So give me Michigan State plus the points in that one.
Okay, and I apologize, guys. I skipped ahead of a time slot. I thought Syracuse was a 7 o'clock game. I wrote my notes wrong here.
It's too bad we don't have a shocker here. We could
imagine we all have a button. We can zap you. You go into the other time slot, we can zap you. Cool.
Oh man, I would be terrified the whole show because I'm so bad at doing that.
Or if you're on mute and you don't know it, you also get shot.
Just mute me, right? Just mute me when I'm jumping time slots. I apologize, you guys. That takes us to the 8 o'clock. Rod, you want to take it away with those games there?
All right, we'll start off at the 8 o'clock with Syracuse and Pitt. And we also got the St. Tommy's in action. Taking on North Dakota State, taking on the Bisons. We got Kansas State taking on Baylor. We got Maryland taking on Rutgers. We got Southern Illinois taking on Loyola Chicago. We got Auburn taking on Missouri. We got Georgetown taking on UConn. We got Texas taking on TCU. We've got Nevada taking on Colorado State. We got Fresno State taking on New Mexico. We got Wyoming taking on Boise. We got Mississippi State taking on Kentucky. We got Air Force taking on San Jose State. We got Colorado taking on the Ducks of Oregon. We got the Gauchos taking on CSU Northridge. And to end off the night, big, huge, massive game. We got Arizona taking on UCLA. Huge game. Going to be up late tonight.
It's going to be a good one for sure. I'll just kick it off here, you guys. Of course, I like Syracuse jumping into the right time slot here. I won't jump backwards, I promise. I'm also liking Kansas State plus the 14 points. I think this is just too high for Baylor in this one. I love Baylor, don't get me wrong, but I think Kansas State is good enough to keep this one tighter than that number. They're 6-3-1 against the spread in their last 9 games, 3-2 on the road and 5-0 against the spread on the road. They definitely not a live dog here, but one that's going to keep it definitely tight. I'm also liking Auburn laying that 13 points. 13 is an unlucky number here, but I think it's unlucky for Missouri. I think Auburn comes out just clearly the better team here. 5-0 on the road this season. 3-2 against that spread though, but I think they have Missouri's number. They're 10-0 straight up in their last 10 games, 8-2 against that spread. We look at Missouri. They are 4-6 straight up and 6-4 against that spread. And then last but not least, I'm going to have to roll with a Fresno State laying those 5 points against New Mexico. I think they come out, have a strong game here. I'm also looking at the over in this one. It's 139. I think we just squeak over that number. Brian, what are you liking in the final games for?
I gotta say, tonight? I could almost probably bet every game in this time frame, but I'm gonna stick to the best. I think the best bet of the free picks is my St. Thomas Tommies, 6-1 last 7 on the road. The Bison just 4-10-1 last 15 ATS overall. So I like the St. Thomas Tommies plus the points. Other games I like the Maryland plus the points of the Rutgers. Rutgers always tough at home. Maryland got that wake up win. I think they keep it rolling here. I'll take the points. I think Missouri, I've got to take Missouri plus the points against Auburn. I think Auburn wins this by 9 or 10. I don't think we get up to the 13.5. So I'll take the points there. I think Colorado State beats up on Nevada. So I'll lay 8.5 with Colorado State. What else do I like? I'm going to take UCLA plus the points. I'm going to wait till this game's about to tip off. Got everybody making love here to Arizona. I think, if you could get this game if you get Arizona at 2.5, 2, I think you go with Arizona. If you can get 3, 3.5, then I would go with UCLA. So I think the Bruins get the cover here.
Okay. I like it, Brian. Rod, what are you liking in this time slot?
For me in this one, I like Rutgers at home here. 10-1 at home, 6-4 against the number. Maryland on the road is a dumpster fire. I think Maryland got their big win and they were at home. 1-3 on the road. They're not good. Rutgers playing the better hoops right now. Give me Rutgers over Maryland. The other one I like in this time slot, I like give me Texas here. I know Texas hasn't been good on the road, but this is a good spot here. They're going to come out and play. I don't trust TCU. They don't cover themselves at all. They might be winning games at home here, but 7-1. I think Texas comes and makes a statement and says, hey, I'm going to kick your butt. Give me Texas in that one. The other one, I agree. Give me Colorado State over Nevada. Colorado 9-0 at home. Just playing the better hoops. Nevada's 3-6 against the number. They're awful on the road. 1-3 against that number on the road. Yikes. I agree. Give me Colorado State. Double-digit pound town in Nevada in that one. The other one I like Wyoming here against Boise. Give me Wyoming plus the points. I think that's a closer game than that comes down. I'm going to say last possession, 3-point win for somebody. You look at Wyoming, 5-1 on the road, 5-1 against the number. They're going to come and battle Boise hard. So give me Wyoming in that one. No, I like Kentucky here over Mississippi State. Mississippi State 0-2 on the road, 0-2 against the number. Tough spot. That line hasn't even moved. Books are happy where that's at. Kentucky pound Mississippi State double-digit blowout in that one. And the other one, I'm going to take the Buffaloes here against the Ducks. I think it's just too many. I know what we're seeing. The Ducks have been playing lights out. We know this Buffalo D, or the Colorado D of the Buffaloes here is solid. So I think it's a 6-point win by the Ducks, not 8. That number's gone too far. The Sharps have bet that thing up to 8. I think if you wait, it might even hit 9. And I would, Ryan, wait for that. I think we can see a 4 in that UCL, the way everybody's humping Arizona. So I think UCLA as well. plus all the points you can get. Not in a hurry to bet it since it's a late game. We can keep watching that line brew.
Yep.
Absolutely. Okay, guys, that brings me to a bet that I absolutely love tonight. We're jumping back to the NBA. We're going to look at the Minnesota Timberwolves versus the Portland Trail Blazers. I'm going to be taking this game over. Now, when I looked at this line earlier today, it was 229.5. I just checked. It has gone up. It's 232.5, but I'm still loving it. What we've seen out of the Timberwolves, they've been just rolling way too hot offensively as of late for this game not to hit this over. They're averaging 121.8 points per game and allowing 113.4. So their defense really isn't stepping up and stopping these other teams. The Trailblazers, on the other hand, are averaging 106.3, and I see them going way over that tonight against the Timberwolves defense. We also see them allowing 107. I think this is going to be a really strong offensively led game in this one. Now, they did meet just in December. The total hit 227. So I have faith still in this over 232.5. I know it's high, but I think we're going to hit this one nicely. So if you ask me, I have to finish it, I guess. If you ask me if I'm going to take the Minnesota Timberwolves Portland Trail Blazers over, I Abso'Frkin'lutley am. I get so worried about putting us back in those three. I can't think. So sorry, guys.
You need a producer, I think, or whatever the person is.
No, I just need to not get ahead of myself in my head that I have to go back to the three and not hit Rod in the head there.
That's all right. You can hit him in the head.
Because I was looking at you two on the side, because if I put Brian at the top on the side, then when we go back to this three, Rod's not going to get his head like smacked, right? So I was looking at that, then hit the wrong button, and I was just like,
the other way. You gotta go the other way.
All I wanted to do is switch you guys and not put us back to three, but that's okay. So you guys, 52 minutes. I think we've done a great job getting through all of these games today. Lots of free picks today. Really appreciate you guys putting in all that hard work for everyone. Brian, what do you got for a parlay for us?
We cut out all the fluff. I think that's how we got to a good number here today. But I love this parlay. I'm going to take my Tommies, St. Thomas Tommies plus the points. I'm going to take my Clemson Tigers plus the points. And then I'm going to finish it up with my Temple Owls plus the points. So those are three plays. Really love today. I'm going to parlay them up.
Nice. Rod, what about yourself?
Well, for me, we're going to go to the NBA, and I found something I got to bet it, and I've been betting these. If you go over the betting tools, these things have been lights out. And what I've been betting is these first quarter, first half streak thingies. Yeah. So I found one. We're going to take, it's all in the NBA, all first quarter. We're going to take all money lines because they're all dogs. So we're going to take Portland on the money line in the first quarter. We're going to take Dallas money line first quarter, and we're going to take the Sacramento Kings money line first quarter. Parlay those three up today, and I think we're going to be a big winner there. I love it. They've been paying me huge money, so
I love it.
I like first quarter bets because it's over with quick, and you get your decision done fast.
Yeah, it's not as painful. Just knowing if you won or lost in that first quarter. It's kind of what I do miss from those marbles rolling down the hill. It was like a 2-second thing, right? It's like, lost, got stuck on a route there. So
or like Kentucky Derby, when you bet a horse, that race is over in 2 minutes, and you find out if you won or not.
I tell you, I stress so much for those horses running, though. I used to go the track so much as a kid, and I saw a couple times where the horses fell. So I get so paranoid watching the horses run. They're so beautiful. I love the horse. I still love the horse racing, but I get on pins and needles watching them. So
Australian horse racing is nuts.
Yeah, just lately.
Why do they guys run the other way? I don't understand. Is it like because the toilet flushes the other way that you must run the horses the other way?
Hey, Rob, we're down under. Everything goes backwards down there.
Backwards? All of a sudden but they do both, because it's not like they just do one way when watching horse races. All of a sudden, certain races they're going the other way around the track. So it's like, I'm like, what are they doing?
Some horses run better the other way.
I'm like, what?
Oh man!
Yes, it is
how
true.
we drive on the other side of the road.
In North America, it's worlds clockwise, and when you do it in Australia, it goes counterclockwise.
It's very true. You guys, for my parlay, I'm going to go with the Minnesota Timberwolves Blazers over that total. I'm going to go with the Kings plus the 8.5 points and the New Jersey Devils on the money line. Man, there's so many things different in Australia, though, Rodney. Just like get started, right? And make a whole book of what's different down there. Right? It's crazy.
Good job.
Definitely good times. But you guys, that wraps up the show. We're hitting just over the 55-minute mark. So if you bet over, you've already won your first bet of the day. So congratulations there. We will be back tomorrow. Tomorrow's Wednesday. We're here every day of the week at 11. Let's say 11:15 Eastern, you guys. We're trying to film that premium video before this one. So we'll get in as soon as possible. But I think if you plan for that 11:15 mark, you'll definitely catch us every morning right around then. But we will see everyone from the VIP members later today. We have Mitch and I have a new show that is at 4 o'clock Eastern. We have Puck and Crazy. I believe Rod is on it today. So we'll see Rod later on Puck and Crazy. Brian, are you on the drive-through tonight?
Nope. I'll see everybody in the VIP later today.
We'll see you in the VIP. You guys, thank you so much for an absolutely wonderful show. We will see you guys tomorrow on the morning show. Bye, guys.